Welcome to Business Morning on Union Television. I am Onyinye Eslofo, and today we're going to be discussing something that is vital and it concerns all of us and business people in society. And we're talking about how to manage your business during economic crisis. Now, we understand that Nigeria is having or experiencing a lot of crisis economically, and businesses are really going down. A lot of people are suffering, a lot of people are struggling to find balance, while many other people are trying to figure out things, others are packing up. So how do you manage your business during this time? How do you keep your business? How do you maintain your customers? How do you keep selling? Most importantly, or put in one word, how do you stay in business during economic crisis? We're going to be reviewing steps on how to remain in business during economic crisis, especially in the times that we are in now. We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back from this break, we'll be delving deep into the topic. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning. We're still discussing how to manage your business during economic crisis, especially in the times that we are in now. A lot of business are going through a phase. Now, this happens in almost every economy. It's not just about Nigeria. It also happens to the economy of other countries. So this is the moment or the period for Nigeria. Other businesses have these stories too. They can tell you there was a time inflation was high, or there was a time of recession and their business suffered, but they were able to do some things and put strategies in place that help them to keep the business. And that is the reason you're still seeing it standing up until the time you're meeting them. And that's why they can share the stories with you, because it's something they've gone through at certain points in business, so they were able to navigate it, and it's now a story they can share. You too can share this story if you're able to remain in business, and I'm going to be sharing some of the tips you need to manage your business during recession. The first one I would say is manage your cost. Look at the books. What is happening there? You cannot be in business during recession and the prices of items keep going high and high and high, and you're not working around it. You should be able to do something. As much as you can, manage your costs. Be very careful on what you're buying. It's not everything you need to buy at this time, because honestly, not everything is as important depending on the time you need it. So let's say you own a boutique, you have a lot of clothes, you have outlets, and then you feel you need to make your boutique look beautiful. Now, this is almost something that happens with people in the fashion business. They prioritize aesthetics, and it's really beautiful. It's great. It's what attracts people to you. It's what makes them come to you. It's even the couch, because when people see what you have, they see the building, they see the beauty, they are just attracted because they know, oh, this investment is a lot and this is where I want to be. They want to take pictures for the gram, of course, because that is the trend in the world of today. So you're trying to meet up with the standard. But at this time, revamping, renovating, redesigning, redecorating is not what you need. You can do that, but not now, because the cost of any flower you're buying now is 3 times what it was 2 years ago. And are you sure you need it? Are you sure your business can really stand after you've invested that? Because there's no point having people come into your store, they love the place, they take pictures, and they end up not buying. Now, there is no guarantee that 10 out of 20 will buy, but chances of 2 out of 200 or 2 out of 20 to buy is high. So what should you pay attention to? You should pay attention on your products. You should pay attention to your service. How do you serve your people? What do they need? Now, don't do things that would add beauty to the business but wouldn't profit the business. So you should be checking the cost. How much is it going to cost you to maintain this thing? Many people in business just have this I must is a goal. It used to be a goal before Nigeria happened. Nigeria is happening to everybody now. So people are looking for how to manage costs and channel funds to the right quarters. That's what you should also be doing. You shouldn't be that person who is going, it's already on my vision board, it's already my goal, and that is the only goal you want to achieve this year. It's misplacement of priority. You don't need it. It's not going to favor your business. So know what your business needs. If you're the person who buys items in bulk, it's time to start renegotiating with your suppliers, because the times are hard and the cost of resources keep going high. So you cannot be selling to me who is buying 500 pieces at the same price you're selling to the person who is buying 100 pieces. No, I need discounts. Discount by XYZ%. If I buy 1,000 pieces, what's the discount for me? If I am buying 300 pieces, what's the discount for me? Okay, can we do a deal? I buy at this price, I sell, and then probably I refer people to you, or I connect other people to you. What's the need for me? The gain shouldn't be, oh, shout out. The gain shouldn't be, oh, we'll give you S. The gain should be related to your business. The gain should be something that will support your business. So if they are saying, okay, for every person you refer, we can buy you gifts. No, for every person I refer, can I have 1% of what they are buying? Can I have 2% of what they are buying? So when you add all of these, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1% is, let's say, 50 pieces, you might even end up getting 1,000 pieces at no price. And that's how it's supporting your own business. So check the cost. What time do you need to renegotiate? And if they are saying, okay, we have this for you, we have that for you, and then you come and pick up. No, if I buy at this price, at this point, you're going to deliver and you're going to bear the cost of delivery. Will they accept? That's why it's called negotiation. You're not negotiating blindly. You're not negotiating to favor anybody. The thing you're trying to favor is your business. They are also going to look into it and know how it's going to favor them, because everybody is feeling the heat. So you cannot be taking the burn alone because you don't want another person to suffer. It's either you're both sharing the bond or you're taking the heat for them. You don't want to be that person who would want to bear the brunt alone. So negotiate as much as you can. Check your cost, cut down your cost. What don't you need? You already have 3 buckets of flour, but you think, oh, this flour is very beautiful. I mean, go and water the ones you have, change the position, it becomes new, it's looking different. That's when you even see that you don't have need for an extra bucket of flour. But if you keep having them the same way you're used to arranging them, you keep saying the need to buy another one. This is not even the time for you to probably want to go and change the roof of your house, or want to change the glass of your office, want to change the seat. That's not it. What can you do with this? How is it going to help production? How is it going to affect productivity? Is it going to cover the cost of your delivery? Is it going to cover the cost of new purchase? What can you use that money for? So you channel it to the right place, and it's now helping you, rather than using that money for something else that is not going to support the business. And then when it's time for you to now do something that will support the business, you're running around looking for money, or you're taking out money. So you keep losing resources because you're not paying attention to harmonize what you have, and then set your priorities right. Go for what is most important, take out what is not important, and then manage what you have. So in time of recession, during economic crisis, pay attention to cost. Anything that is not cost effective should not be top on your list. We'll be going on a short break now, and when we come back from this break, we're going to be discussing other tips on how to manage your business during economic crisis. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning on Union Television. We're still discussing how to manage your business during economic crisis. And the next thing we're going to be looking at is how to maintain your cash flow. Now, what do you need to do to ensure that money keeps coming in? Because we already looked at your cost and the need for you to have an eye on your cost, so you ensure you reduce the money you're spending on other things. That's also a way of maintaining your cash flow. That's one way. But then maintaining it means you need money to be coming in and then ensuring that it is being stable. It's not that it comes in today and then the next time after 1 week, or like it should be transactional. At every point you're selling, you're trying to sell, you make sure that there's transaction, there's money coming in. There's no time when the business is lacking money. So what do you even need to do? It's understanding the reason you're in business and who keeps you in business. And this is your customer. So how do you maintain your cash flow? Now, we are not ignorant. All of us consumers are not ignorant of the fact that the prices of things are increasing. The prices of items, food, materials are increasing, and the cost of procurement is really high. We can only want to act indifferent or pretend it's too high, but then we know where it's coming from. So what do you now do on your own part? Educate your customers. So don't be that person who your customer walks in today and it's 500 and then they leave and then they come back tomorrow, it's 800, and then they leave and they come back the next day, it's 2000. Oh, that's way too much. And it's interesting to also remind you that you're not the only person in that business field. Other people are doing the same business as you. So when people say, I don't have a problem with the fact that the price is going high because I understand the economy, but then the price hike is too much, that's when there is a problem. Too much. Much is something that can be understood. It's something people can relate with because they also have businesses they are doing directly or indirectly, and then they have organizations they work with, and then they understand how things are, and they know too that cost keeps going high. But then when it's excessive, that's when questions begin to come. Why? Is it because you're not being regulated? Are you trying to take advantage of people, or you're being opportunist? Because they know that you can raise your price to a certain amount, but it shouldn't exceed it. So what can you now do to make sure that you maintain your customers? Because the more customers you have, the more you would sell and the more income you will gain. And what you will do is to tell your customers, oh, there is a notice, our price is going high, or due to this and this, we are changing price. You see some organizations, they have new price list alert. That's because they know that these customers need to be aware. So you shouldn't be that organization that is sitting down to review price every Monday, or Monday you've reviewed price, Tuesday you've reviewed price. No. So when we say you negotiate with your suppliers, you know how much you're buying this materials. You already know what production you are doing. You know what is going to cost. When you've negotiated, you're able to get these things in bulk. Then you start producing. It's not like today you're producing, tomorrow you're producing, next tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. Although production is regular, but you don't buy those items every day. So you just check on the long term. How much do you think is going to be fair on the people? And it's not also going to hurt the business. Because you cannot decide to be just fair on your customers or on the consumers, and then your business is going down. You'll be out of business and your customer will move to the next person, the next brand. They can be crying, but they will still buy the item. So that's just a dynamic thing about customers. They can be hurting, but they would still buy it because they need it. Now, It's not for you to put them in that position. It's not for you to make them feel really bad. No, but it's for you to understand and communicate with them. Let them know that this thing, it's not really intentional, or we're not taking advantage of opportunity, but then prices are going high and we just have to meet up with standard. You have standard to meet up with. You're not compromising on your quality. Or you can even have alternative. Now, some organizations would want to introduce variety at this time because they are taking advantage of every opportunity they have to serve their customers. So if your customer knows that you are this premium brand that sells a particular kind of product, people patronize you because of that product, because it's just that particular one you have. You can now decide to, oh, we sell cookies and these cookies just have this one, this pack, this design only. Different colors, different flavors, but just one. You can now decide to, okay, we have a pet size. For these same cookies, quality not compromised, quantity drastically reduced. And what happened? You slash the price. So you can start by introducing that to your customers as a gift. They buy something and then you attach this little cookie to them, or they can try it. Now you're not giving, you can even just have one, the small one. You give it to them. The next time after they've tasted it and it's tasting exactly like the big one, they love it. They might now want to go in search of it. Do you have this small one, this size? Or it's better, I can give it to my children evenly. I don't have to think too much before eating it. Or the other one is too big. I'm not able to consume the whole pack, so I would think about who to eat it with, but now I can eat this. So when you have been able to give it to them to taste and then they know that, oh, it's still the same thing, you can now introduce it as another product. You can introduce it. It's the same thing, but it's a variation of what you already have. Quality not compromised, size reduced, production cost less, and then you're still making profit out of it. So people who cannot afford the big one for reasons best known to them or due to their pocket size, they can go to something that is more budget friendly, and that's the smaller one, and you're still selling. You can adopt that to keep your customers because you need them to keep coming and to keep buying from you. They are the reason you're in business and you have to keep them. So you have to ensure that there is cash flow at all times. You're selling to your customers, you're meeting their need, you're diversifying, you're taking advantage of opportunities, and you're not losing your customers to your competitors because you're not doing what they expect you to do. We'll be going into the marketplace to ask market people how they have been coping with the economic crisis and how they've been able to manage their business with the cost of production and also their customers. They have things you need to learn from because they are there in the field doing the work. You need their experience to add to yours to be able to manage your business better. So come with me.
This is Marketplace Synergy, a segment of Business Morning where we interact with market people to learn about their businesses, their challenges, and their success stories. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma.
So, how's the market been for you?
We have just been managing it. I'll call it manage.
Okay, I know that it's a lot, it's a lot, especially when you're trying to manage your business during economic crisis. So, how have you been able to navigate that, or how are you navigating it?
It's just that you can't use last 3 years, last 4 years to compare now. Everybody need to adjust itself and to make sure that you reduce some expenses because the economy is too difficult. And then that which is as the chairman of the market, general market as a whole, I've been trying my possible best to tell them everybody to minimize their expenditure to make sure that they reduce their expenses because the economy is not warrant that for now.
When you're trying, you say you tell the people in the market and you tell them how to minimize cost, right? and then manage their expenses. So how what do you think they need to do to be able to do that?
Yes. First and foremost, when things is not normal, because let me just put it in this way: when things is not moving the way you want it to move, and those things you normally do before that, that is not necessary for you to do, you have to cut it off and do those things that that is necessary for you to do, that require your intention immediately. That is the thing that you're supposed to be doing for that moment. Things When things is not normal, you can not live the way you normally live as normal life.
Is it regarding their normal life or business?
Both normal life and business. Literally, your business, that business is something that you need to put more intention. You have to put your more focus on it for now. If it's something that you used to buy 50,000 naira before, now you now know that it's 80,000. Your gain have your the gain that you normally get before have reduced. So you're not working on your gain, because so this economy have run so many business down. So you have to minimize yourself and adjust yourself. So that's the only thing I'm telling them for them to do. We can pass all this stage.
Now, regarding your own business, how are you able to navigate with your suppliers? Because I can see you have different brands, even the NNPC oil, and then there's mobile oil. There are other brands. How do you negotiate with them on your supply?
And one thing we are trying to do now is that if normally you used to buy like 50 carton before, buy 100 carton, you have to reduce it, because the cost of it, number one, is high, and the price is not stable. So you can buy today this price, next tomorrow you buy different price. So you stocking it with those old price, you don't know when it's going to come down or when it's not going to. So what I'm trying to do for myself is that those one I know that I can sell within some period, that's what I'll buy. So if I say let me stock in, it may affect me in future.
So, as there recently, has prices really gone down?
Yes, you can't use now to compare before. Unlike when dollar was 1,009, close to 2,000. That time there are some prices that we are not finding it different. We are not finding a lot of difference from that time and now. Yes,
Okay. So you don't stock up so that you're able to sell out fast.
yes, that's what I do. Price will not disturb me when the price come down, because those people that are stock up when dollar was 191, this is affecting them now. So a lot of them still have some goods in the store. So there will not be any way to sell it in that price again. You will now have to, a lot of losses is there. Yeah.
So by using that tactics, you're also avoiding losses as well. So for people you're buying from, do you negotiate with them like, okay, if I'm going to buy 50 cartons, you're going to give me a discount on this, or you're going to give me a discount on that?
Yes, quite all right. A lot of things have damaged for some time now. You understand? Unlike before, a company can release their goods for you. Later you pay back. So, but now there's nothing like that.
Is that why you call it damage?
It's damaged now. What would I call it? It's damaged. A lot of things have damaged, because when they as in themselves, they don't even trust their price. So they cannot just release goods for you like that. So unlike before, you like 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, you can take goods for any amount. The people that you do business with, millions of naira, they can release it for you. But unlike now, nobody will release for you. They will like you as you are buying, you pay, so that when you come back, the price may change. It may increase, it may go down also. But so that's the reason why they don't really release goods for people again. So with them, so and I understand them, because people that I've been working with for more than 7 years, which have not been bringing that kind of character. So I should understand that it's because of the situation of the country that makes such things to come up. So I have to bear with them till when things normalize back.
Oh, that's amazing. So what can you tell someone who wants to go into business as it is now?
Like me, I grew up in business, and I learned it very very well. And serving my boss for let me know let me not mistake, for like 7 8 years. I served him. Let me say 8 years. Serving him for 8 years, with the idea I have in when I was serving, with the idea I have when after serving. In this particular time is not the right time for somebody to go in for a business and to consume the person, to make the person not to know the person not to grow. She just give you some time. And business is too difficult now for someone that want to start. It's only people that have the experience that can know what art strategy they can use. But those people that are just starting now, they don't have to in fact they don't know where to start from.
Why did you say they don't know where to start from?
It's going to be difficult for them because well, just like let me use my boy as example. I settled one boy last week. This Sunday will make it 1 week. I settled one boy. The amount I used to give them before when I settled them, I've increased it because of the economy. But no matter how much I increase it, the person will still look at me as if what I gave to him is nonsense. What I gave to him did not have any meaning. But it's not my fault. When they settled me, I know how much they gave to me in so year. And I use the money very, very well. But giving somebody that kind of amount now, you are just like you are dashing the person a peanut. You understand? So, but that time, that money have value than now. So, me now, the person I settled on Sunday, I just increase the money for him to like, so that when he go to market, when he's buying, he'll be seeing what he's buying. At least when he come by, he will be happy. Unlike if you gave him the normal price they normally settle boys with, there's nothing you can do with it. There's nothing. You don't. That's why I said you don't know where the person will not know where to start from because after going to the market and come and shade it in your counter, you like, what is this? You understand? You like after how many years I've served this boss, this is what I come up with. So that is what I mean by the person will not know where we start with.
Amazing. So it's best to wait. So if you're saying the person shouldn't start now, when do you think the person should start?
For me, assuming I'm serving my boss up till now, if you want to say to me, I will tell him that he should go on. That I want to stay more years. If you ask me what I will say for best reason known to me. You understand? It's better for you to be in somebody umbrella in this condition, in this economy, than for you to be on yourself. Because someone that want to start life is just like a newborn baby that doesn't know his left and right. You understand? So for me, if I assume I am still serving my boss now, if you want to settle me, I'll tell him there's no need of settling me now. Just let me just add more 2 years. Let's continue praying for the country. And believe for me, I have the belief that this country will be better in the next year, even from next year.
How old is this business? How long have you been in this business?
Over 20 years. I think 22, 23 years.
22, 23 years. That means the child should have grown, finished primary school, secondary school, and should be going to the university now, right?
Yeah, it's actually a third generation business. So it's been passed on from my grandmother to my uncle and then to me.
So why did you decide to remain despite generations?
Family heritage is something I actually take very important, and the business has been in the family. It only has to be continued. Although I have my own business, I also believe that this place should also be taken care of.
Awesome. So are there been challenges running the business from with the successions and different in opinion?
No, there hasn't really been challenges because eventually everybody's goal is to keep the place running. So no matter how different our opinion is, the goal is still the same thing. So we end up like deciding things that are good for the promotion of the business eventually.
Awesome. Have you encountered challenges with the economy or remaining in business?
Yeah, the economy has been terrible. The things that we sell for about 3,000 now we sell for about 7,000, 8,000, and it has reduced our demand. And also because of the exchange rate, we can't really buy things from abroad the way we buy them, and it takes longer time.
So how are you coping in the economic crisis?
We're not coping, we're just hanging in there really. The profit margin has gone from 40, 50% to about 18, 17%. So we're just hanging in there. We're paying salaries, paying rent, doing the best we can.
So I already see that this is men's fashion. Well, I don't know why I'm not seeing any female clothes here. Why did you decide to go into only men's fashion?
Well, I like personally. I am passionate for men business. Anything men, anything for men. I have passion for men clothing. Anyway, thank you.
So how long have you been in this business?
Up to 10 years, to 11 to 12, 12 to 10 years now, or 10 to 12 years, yes.
It's really been a very long time though. 11 to 12 years thereabout. In this particular location.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you started business here and you've been here for the number of time.
Okay. I once at Ikeja at number 51 above me Awolowo Ikeja before I located here. I decided to leave Awolowo because Awolowo is becoming more hot and more expensive. I thought, let me relocate here. At least things will be more a little bit cheaper, shops and otherwise. That's why I come to this place. But in this particular place, I've been here for like 11 to 12 years now.
That means you were in Ikeja for some time. So excluding the time you started in Ikeja, it's 11 years. So plus Ikeja now, how long have you been in business altogether?
This particular business, I have other business I do, but in this particular fashion, at least this is, let me just say, if I am not mistaken, it's about 15 years.
Amazing. So do you see yourself owning more branches within and outside Lagos?
Yes, of course. I have in mind opening other branches. Just because of the how Nigeria is going today, the exchange and otherwise things has been going high every day. No capital that can lead me to extend my business. Are you getting me? Things are more higher these days. So I have in mind extending my business, expanding it, but just because of the capital and otherwise. That's why I'm still taking it easy for now.
And that will be all on Marketplace Synergy today.
I'm glad you came with me to the market today, and it's really interesting that market people have understood the terrain and they can manage their businesses as well as the economy. I mean, many of them have seen different economies. Their businesses have survived many economies and different government policies, and they are still standing. And of course, if they can do it, you too can do it. So now go into the marketplace and dominate, because your business must thrive irrespective of the economic crisis. And this brings us to the end of Business Morning today. For other interesting contents, follow us across all our social media platforms. And yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, I am Onyinye Eslofo. And until I see you again, keep watching Business Morning on Union Television.